with the guys. It is the Four Horsemen of the Hobby Apocalypse. I'm completely thrown off now when I do a StreamYard. Now there's two separate links. I think it's because I'm doing like Twitter and YouTube.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it just now it pops, or maybe it's the vertical one and the horizontal one.
It's
anyway,
the vertical one and the horizontal. I don't do the vertical anymore. I stopped. That's too confusing.
So I had Brian Dwyer with REA. He came on last night. So I saw the two pop up when I created the stream, and I deleted one because I'm like, oh, this is like a, you know, it's like a duplicate or something. I accidentally made two. So we go live last night, and we weren't live on YouTube. But I think we were like live on Twitter. So I was like,
oh, you were live on YouTube last night.
You were live on YouTube. I saw it. Yeah.
No. Yeah. So we went live, but we were only on Twitter because then I had to there was like a 1 minute Twitter clip I had to delete or whatever. It was basically us like bumbling around, and then I took it off. So anyway, but
so
yeah,
a standard live stream experience with Dustin.
No, that's the first time that's happened like that. I'm always worried I'm going to lose internet or something during those things, but yeah, it worked out all right. Rip and List, we are live. Are we going to see you at the National again in July? I can't believe it's already basically 2026. It's wild. 2025.
Tickets went on sale this week.
Yep.
Tickets for the National. Yeah. I got actually, speaking of Ryan here, History Through Cards, great YouTube channel. He said he's going to be there again. So Ryan, I hope to see you there. I plan to be there, God willing. I think actually my wife told me she wants to come this year. I'm like, you want to come to a 4-day card show? And I'm like, all right, well, whatever. So yeah, I might be.
Which one's that?
Sorry, boys. I might be.
Which wife or
which wife? Let me look through the lists that I've got here.
That's what Steve asked. Which one is that? And I didn't know.
Which card show? Because you said 4-day card show.
The National.
Okay.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell her, it's not that I don't want you to come, babe. It's just that's kind of more of a boys trip. And that's like, you know, what I'm going to try to talk her into is I also want to go to the West Coast card show. So let's go to LA. We'll go do that card show. Yeah. And then the National will kind of keep as the boys trip.
I already have my hotel booked for the National.
Yeah, I was always overachieving.
Yeah, I heard when I met with Orlando and Lou Rock this past week, Orlando already has his booked as well.
I booked mine at last year's National.
But he's not staying at the Lowe's because he can't get into the Lowe's.
I switched to the, I don't remember which one it is, the Hilton or the Hyatt, whatever one has the sky bridge that goes over.
Oh, you're not at the that's a Hyatt, I believe.
It's the one where I guess all the trading happens now, where like the trade nights move to.
You purposely switched it just for like logistics?
No, well, I purposely switched it because it was the first one taking reservations and rooms were super cheap because I think it was booking before people realized what the dates were. So I locked in a really cheap rate, so I just grabbed it. I'll stay in it. Honestly, I think any of those like 6 hotels that are across the street are all fine.
Oh yeah, totally.
I liked the Airbnb. I just didn't like riding there every day. But honestly, as far as trade nights are concerned, I could care less definitely this year. I didn't get shit done at a trade night this past year. It was good connecting with, talking with people, but
it was more of a hangout.
Yeah, it's like the one place that you could tell everyone you're going to be at. Like, you know, you're going to see a ton of people just walking around the room that you want to chat with.
But to me, when they added all the corporate booths and shit to it, it just kind of made it like nails on a chalkboard. You have people like Daps up there screaming, and eBay got people screaming. I didn't like
that. I didn't like the stage aspect.
I'm like, is this really trade night now? You know, it's like the Breakers Arena.
Yeah, why is Top Shot there? I haven't even heard of Top Shot since that. Anyway, so
was Top Shot there?
Yeah, right in the middle of the thing.
Yeah. I almost feel like they should have like a mini concert as opposed to some random dude talking, like doing some stupid pack opening. I swear, like the National is no, I'm going to say the National.
Talk bad about the National.
Where everything, love the National. It's Disneyland.
Yeah, love it.
You come up to the stage and open a pack thing. Like, please God. Like, I mean, do we have to do that at trade night? You have like a whole show exhibit floor where we can do all that stuff, but it's bad marketing because they were trying to put things.
It sounded like
C-level marketing.
It sounded like the Breakers. I mean, basically, it was like the worst shit from the Breakers Arena compiled into the trade night. Now, I don't want to diss it too hard because Ludex did put it on, and
we love Ludex.
Ludex is good to us.
Yeah, but I don't think that they were creating that sort of agenda.
No.
They took care of everything. Their stuff was awesome, like usual. But let's address actually, because I got Steve on.
Let's secure the media badges before we crap on the show.
Yeah, the show's fantastic. We love the show. We do love the show.
My favorite, all 7 days.
Let me break down what happened on Sunday.
Yeah, let's break that down.
It's 19-11 Dolphins. The Saints actually don't even have – they were never in this game to begin with. It's 19-11 Dolphins. And Tyler Tom Brady Shuck throws a laser to the back of the end zone, an unbelievable throw. They score, so that we get 6, obviously, so it's 19-17. We go for 2. So instead of like getting the 2 points or just having it batted down or whatever, we throw a pick 6 on the 2-point conversion. So instead of it being 19-17, it's now 21-17 Dolphins. Well, the Saints were like, all right, well, we're kicking an onside, right? So we kick the onside. We get the onside kick. We actually get the damn onside kick. All we have to do is literally like line up for a game-winning field goal, but on the 2-point conversion, we happen to throw a pick 6 on the 2-point conversion instead of literally just like flopping on the ground or throwing out the back of the end zone or running the ball up the middle or anything else that could have happened. It was a pick 6. So no, we did lose the game, but it was kind of one of those where we never should have won the game anyway. It's like a lot of games this year. But anyway, I thought that was kind of funny because the Dolphins and Saints we're kind of both basement teams, and we just showed that we are further down in the basement.
Did Chris Olave drop a touchdown in that game?
That was another one where that was another kind of plot twist there where, there was a ball thrown up. If he catches the ball with about 40 seconds left, it's a touchdown. We probably win. I don't want to say, look, it's the Saints, so the game's not over with 40 seconds, but we do probably win. It was just one of those where he was double covered, but he went up. The timing was perfect, and it just went right through his hands.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team. That's how that works.
Whew. And Tyler Shuck, though, Tyler Shuck is playing well on a bad team. I'll take Tyler Shuck. We don't need look, I'll take Mendoza, but I'm okay taking just going with Tyler Shuck, and we just draft the best defensive player on the board at number 2 or 3 or wherever we are. We'll do that. Okay. So, Steve, did I get that right as far as the game went? You pretty much read the script word for word when the NFL put it out. It was it was wild to watch.
You mean when Vegas put it out there?
Yeah, when they were handicapping that game, they were like, all right, guys, here's the script.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Steve, I wanted to ask you, with Allen Ginter out, have you looked at any of the new Allen Ginter?
Yeah, I did want to, and that was one thing I wanted to talk about tonight. Real quick, I wanted to ask Neil, since we're talking about teams with the Browns. First off, how does he like Shador? Second of all, is this a rumor and I hear this true? Did the Browns punt from the 29-yard line to keep that game under the over-under? And call
they did have a weird punt. I don't remember.
Yeah, they had a.
Oh, that's what it was.
To tell you guys how Vegas scripts these games, because they were like 2.5 points below the over, and if they kick the field goal, it goes over the over, and they punted from like the 29. I mean, the opposing 29, like a 43-yard field goal or something. Well, you got 29, 39, 7, 46-yard field goal. But I guess maybe it was windy in Cleveland. I don't know, but
it was super. The weather was terrible.
They punted from the 29. They didn't even go for it.
The weather was definitely crappy on Sunday.
But then you at least go for it on 4th if you can't kick the 46-yard field goal from the 29. What if they punt the ball? And it lands on the 10? They're netting 19 yards.
The big news today is they activated Deshaun Watson from the IR.
He's back.
Randy Watson.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be fantastic.
Fan-double-tastic.
Picking up.
He's just collecting a check at this point. He don't want to play no more.
To clarify, and to clarify something else, 2 weeks ago when I wasn't here, I watched back some of the live stream, and I heard Dustin say, "Well, Steve should be here soon." He said he was running late, or he had some,
dinner.
He's at dinner, and I'm like, I'm in another state. Like driving home is a 4.5 hour drive.
I just assumed it was another 5-hour dinner.
Well, Neo had my back.
I assume it's a long dinner.
Neo had my back.
He didn't know where you were.
Yeah, Neo was like, "You don't know what Skyline Drive is? You live in North Carolina. You don't know what Skyline Drive is." That's what Neo said.
Literally cuts through the entire state.
Anyway,
Neo's trying to give me a whole geography lesson. I'm like, dude, I read like 3. All I saw was like, I might not make it, or I'm late, and then the rest of it, I didn't like read why. I saw I'm late.
I conquered a lifelong fear that week. It's not going to be a big deal to anybody else, but it was a huge deal to me. I drove over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge for the first time. That bridge is brutal. If you've ever driven across that, I was always scared to go across it as a kid. I was always scared to go across it as an adult. I get nervous just riding across it.
So how is that compared? So is it the Delaware? So going to Delaware, coming north, I went over that one bridge that's a little steep, and maybe I was like, holy shit, it's making me kind of queasy. Which bridge is that?
Bridge. That's probably it. It's pretty long. It's
oh, that's the same one? Okay, because that one was a little creepy.
Yeah, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge is a long bridge, long suspension bridge. You have the Bay Bridge Tunnel, but that connects in Virginia. So, and part of it goes underwater, the tunnel that goes under the bay. So, yeah, and it's not very high.
I was driving by myself, so I just screamed all the way over it. That's how I got through it.
Well, a long scream.
The Skins driving to win with a 2-point conversion, but Mariota gets it batted down to a wide open guy. The life of 3-9 teams, man. And you see how that, I mean, CJ Stroud's making a little bit of a comeback with the Texans. They've kind of rebounded some, but you just look at what's his face for the Commanders. He's the belle of the ball last year, and now
they rebounded with Davis Mills. I think Stroud's first game back might have been last week. Didn't they win 3 games with Mills?
Oh, I didn't even realize that. So. Their defense is insane, though.
Yeah,
that's what's
quarterbacking this year has been all over the place.
Yeah, which is just funny when you think about the preseason QB buying. Like, which quarterback are you going to buy into? And literally, like, the only one is Drake May, I guess, that is like the winner out of the bunch.
People were hesitant of that. And nobody's buying Drake May at the National.
Oh, yeah. Well, Drake May wasn't cheap to begin with, but now he's actually gotten a little bit of a bump.
He's probably one of those ones that you could have made money off of.
McCarthy looks like they're going to throw him away.
He's terrible. You know how many people were pumped into buying high-end JJ McCarthy cards?
Not this guy.
Prisms.
He sucks. My God, does he suck?
Yep.
He makes Sanders look good.
They shouldn't let go of Darnold.
Neo, how did you feel about Dylan Gabriel's girlfriend doing some sort of a TikTok trash talk to Shedeur Sanders? I feel like that is like next level. Like the team is really full.
Considering Dylan can't complete a pass further than 5 yards down the field, he should worry about that.
I just think it's funny they have 9 quarterbacks and there's not one standout. Like there's not one that came out and like won the job easily.
Sanders has like little flashes, but their offensive line's brutal right now, so none of it really matters.
Oh, okay.
So
we have Myles Garrett. We don't care about quarterbacks. He's going to set the single season sack record.
Cardboard Nerd has a comment about Allen and Ginter, and I know Ham had brought it up, and it was something that I did want to touch on briefly. I don't know a lot about the product, but he says, hey, all, I got some Allen and Ginter waiting for me when I get home. I know people hate on it, but I'm excited. I mean, it's exciting. Some of the autographs in there can be exciting. Yeah. Like, I love the Allen and Ginter. Yeah, they're supposed to have an Al Pacino in there this year, which will be a chase card for me. I will look to buy that, and I might have to pay a little bit for it. Problem I have, I mean, I hope it's distributed in the packs because I'm still waiting
for him.
I'm still waiting for my Robert De Niro redemption, and that's going on 2 years.
I saw pictures of the Pacino signed card, so.
Yeah, I saw
the promotional image. I haven't seen. I'm looking to see if there's one on eBay right now.
Top shared some on Twitter today.
And before the comments blow up with what a dirtbag Robert De Niro is, that's fine. I like his characters in some movies. But anyway,
Yeah, we got to look past politics for a lot of these folks.
Right. And
Yeah,
it's been 2 years. I think I've been waiting on the redemption for that. Now I've seen the red ink signed ones that are hand numbered out of 10 on eBay. But I have the one that's numbered out of 25, and I haven't seen those on eBay, and I have not received one from Topps yet. So if the Al Pacino is in a redemption form, it's going to make me a little bit skeptical. Because here I am waiting 2 years later. Now, would it be awesome if I could just go to them and be like, hey, I want a replacement card for this De Niro, and I'll just take the Pacino? That would be amazing. But
that would be.
I don't know if they would do something like that.
Yeah, because so you haven't seen the list yet, then, really, have you? It's a pretty big list this year for non-player autos.
I would take it, Bushliggers.
Notice I did the red stray clays or whatever they're called.
The auto checklist on the Marvel Chrome, the new Marvel Chrome MCU product is really good.
Yeah,
Pixar Gold. Did you see that?
It's like literally everybody but Robert Downey Jr.
Correct.
The Marvel checklist, like that checklist is loaded. But I think it's all sticker autos though, which I can't.
I do have a card here.
That's the problem. Yeah, with all that stuff.
This year's Goodwin's Champion product. This is only like a $15 card. It may not even be worth 15, but that's what I paid for it. It might be worth $5. I got a Goodwin's Champion auto of Stacy Peralta in this year's set on card to put with my Tony Hawk and Steve Caballero and Mike McGill autos, because he's the co-founder of Pal Peralta Skateboards and also directs movies and stuff. If you grew up in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, and you were a skateboarder, then you know Pal Peralta and the Bones Brigade and Stacy Peralta and all that stuff. So that's cool to me when you start talking about nostalgic stuff.
Breaking Bad actor went for $6K.
Yeah. Well, okay.
That was a red. That was a red, though.
Got another Patrick Stewart auto.
The Bryan Cranston. Okay, now they have the Aaron Paul.
The Borg auto.
So the Aaron Paul on-card auto was an Alan Ginter a couple years back, maybe 2015 or so. And that one said that one of those just went for auction at for 400, and before that one it went at auction for 375, and they were separate auctions. That's a card that I kind of keep my eye on because my brother's a Breaking Bad fan. But the Bryan Cranston just came out in this year's set. Now, the one that I saw listed for big money, like Abel is talking about, he had inscribed "Let's Cook" on it. So he wrote in "Let's Cook." Yeah. And I think it was a 1 of 1. I'm not sure, but it was listed for like $7K. So that might have been the one that went for $6K, because I've seen his regular issue listed for like $1,500.
Well, I mean, they have the red SSP True 1 of 1 listed right now for $15K.
And there's another guy, the one guy that you like, Dustin. He was in Topps, but they put him in Ginter also. The writer for Seinfeld. Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, Larry David.
Is it Larry David? Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm looking at it right here. I got.
He has an auto. Right, he has an autograph in the Allen and Ginter also.
Yeah, Cat so has an auto.
We just need Stephen King to not sign anymore.
Speaking of that, did I show you guys? I got these back from CGC.
I like the fact that the one that we've got is. Did you get a 10 on it? Damn.
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah.
So when I had it
last time you were on.
I didn't ever show. I think I showed it to you guys in a text.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I know.
When I had it with SGC, it was a 9.5.
I like that copy better than my copy, even though my copy is more rare. That one.
I like this photo. This photo is cool.
The photo and the color is really good.
But so I got the so SGC didn't authenticate the auto, and they graded it a 9.5. So I got the JSA authentication on here, and it graded a 10 with CGC. So bonus.
That's awesome.
Get that influencer bump.
Yeah,
you wrote a note in there like, "This is Flipping Steve on YouTube. Make sure that you watch my videos so that you know."
They said you look familiar. I said, "Yeah, I'm on Livestream with Neo Cards and Comics, and he's here. We're going to dinner tonight." And they were like, "Oh, okay, all right. We'll write that down in the notes, in the grader's notes."
In the grader, yeah. You check the grader's notes, like it's kind of like influencer grade or something tagged. Anybody going to Philly next week? And I'm not going to make it to Philly. Anybody going to Philly?
I'm like 25% to make it. The weather is not looking ideal for me.
How far of a drive is that for you?
It's like 6 to 7 hours.
When we start talking about our 2020,
New York is actually closer, I think.
Yeah, like we do every year. Remember, one of mine was to set up at a card show. Sometime between now and the end of 2026, I want to go to a card show with my brother. So that's another goal of mine, because my brother's got his stuff together finally, and he's better from his injury, and he's doing well for himself. And he's back into doing some cards and buying some stuff on eBay. And, I had got him some cards at the National that really got him pumped back up. He didn't know that Andre Agassi had such nice tennis cards out there until I took him that tennis autograph from the National. And so he actually – now this is a bad thing. I had to have a talk with my brother. I'm like, look, I don't know if you want to get into this part of the hobby. Because he called me the other day and he was like, I bought into a break. I was like, hold on a second. I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, do you not watch any of my videos from 2 years ago? Because I haven't put one out since then.
He's like, I just spent my paycheck on Arena Club packs.
But he said he bought into a box of like Topps tennis, some kind of Topps tennis product. Anyway, because it was cheap, because the Andre Agassi spot was like dirt cheap. Nobody wants the Agassi spot, really, I guess. So he got the Agassi spot. And then he said he heard he didn't show up in time for the breaks. It was on eBay, and he missed the startup time. So he went back and watched the rewatch, and it said something about, this card goes to the Agassi spot, and he didn't know what it was. And he contacts the guy who did the break, and he actually hit a dual auto of Agassi and Sampras. So
damn, that's awesome.
And I'm like, that's terrible. No, I said, that's terrible, man. That's like your first hit of crack. I'm like, that's what they do to you. Like, they're going to get you hooked the first time. And he's
cracking
like,
heroin at the same time.
He's like, I know better. I won't be buying into breaks all the time.
Right, I ain't telling you about it.
When I start seeing a meeting with Collectors MD or something.
When I start seeing all kinds of stacks of weird looking repack products, wondering why you got an autograph of,
you're gonna bring him to the National, and he's gonna be in that 400 person line to go hit the button to do the digital repack.
But
you'll go over there one day, there'll just be like empty Great Grail boxes laying all around the kitchen or something.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so he'd be like, Grady Grails, I learned it from watching you. And I'll be like, but it's good that he's back into the hobby some more on his own, because he has the financial means to do it now. And he's got he settled into a home. A lot happened this year. A lot happened, guys, that kept me away from doing content as well. And a lot of family stuff happened with me this year. Good, bad into good. Something bad happened that benefited a lot of people.
Will we get a Flipping Steve video in 2025 before the year runs out?
Man, I don't know about 2025. That's a stretch.
You've only got 28 days left, man.
You got plenty of time. Plenty of time.
I was going over my fantasy football leagues today, because fantasy football ties up a lot of my time. And I'm like, man, it's winding down. We got 1 week before playoffs. I'm absolute buns in the YouTube content creator league. I'm eliminated from that.
I'm fighting for a spot.
I think I beat Ham twice.
Yeah, you did. You just beat me this past week.
2 weeks ago, I forgot to set my lineup, and
spoilers, you forgot to set it again this week.
No, I forgot. No. I was playing against Roth, I think, or it was either Roth or Chris Sewell, and he literally had 3 players on a bye, and I lost. And after that week, I was like, you know what? Fuck this, man. I'm out. I'm fucking out.
I played you this week and won. I needed to win to stay in the playoff.
I left Kamara in against you.
Yeah, you left Kamara in.
Yeah.
So we're going to think it's rigged.
I threw you a bone there.
So there's another league that I'm in. I've already cashed 500 in that one, and anything I make now on top of it is bonus. I made the Final Four in that. I locked up number 1 seed like 2 weeks ago. And then another league, I'm in the playoffs. My big casino, big money league that I've been doing for 15 years. There's been all kinds of feels like collusion and shit going on in that league this year. You can't trust casino people, man, when there's money involved. So I'm disbanding that league, or I'm kicking about half of the members out that have been in there for 15 years. There's going to be a big old, I'm cleaning house in that league. But anyway, I'm fighting for a playoff spot in there because I feel like people were colluding against me and a couple people across different shifts. So, yeah, that one's. I made a video for that just to send to my league. I use my YouTube skills to make a video for the fantasy football league. I got all kinds of editing in it.
Just add like 2 minutes of a card and just
Oh, it was a sweet video. Like if I put it up on YouTube, it'd probably get all kinds of hits from the fantasy football space. And probably, I don't know, it'd probably go viral. Probably my only video ever go viral. Except it has the song Yamo B there playing in the background. So I would probably get copyright strikes.
Just don't monetize it. You should be right.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Because the song makes the whole video. Because it's talking about I'm going to be in the playoffs and it's Yamo B there. But where was I going with it? Oh, Ham, in that big money league, I've ended up with like half of your team. Like I drafted Bucky Irvin in the second round. He's finally back. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, I was scraping the win every week because I was facing elimination. So I traded away Patrick Mahomes during his bye week because I also had Rashee Rice out. I needed a receiver. I traded him away for Egbuka. I got Egbuka and I got him back in his return game when he put up 26, and it helped me win. He's been bad since. But then I had to go to the waiver wire and replace Patrick Mahomes, so I ended up with Baker Mayfield. Right, so now I got Baker Mayfield. Bucky Irvin's back from injury. I traded Mahomes for Egbuka. And then last night, I just claimed Mike Evans off waivers because he's going to be coming back, and he had been dropped. And nobody else claimed him, so I claimed him. So now I have like your entire starting off. I just need to trade away Trey McBride for K-Dot, and then I'll be good to go.
Yeah, you don't need K-Dot. Just don't worry about.
Trey McBride is my dude. My favorite NFL player, Trey McBride. If I was to buy a jersey right now, not cards, but if I was to buy a jersey, I could look into his cards. I could, but I don't want to fall down that rabbit hole.
If he's your favorite player, just get one card.
Yeah, but I fall down the rabbit hole. I'd rather buy a Funko Pop of him.
I know, that's true.
A Funko Pop.
But going back real quick to the Allen Ginter, this is probably one of their best years for non-player autos by far.
For Ginter?
Yeah, for Ginter. It really is. That, and they have a new insert that's what's it called? It's like photo something. Hold on, I'll look at it right here. Here it is.
Do you think it's the best overall for? I mean,
no, but because some of them have some pretty big names here and there, but the rest of this is pretty good. I mean, they have like 7 solid actors. Red Clay Strays, they have the entire band, so you can technically collect the whole band.
That band, I don't even know that band.
You don't know their song?
What are they called? Like the Menzingers or something like that?
No, Menzingers is in here. No. I'm talking about the Red Clay Strays.
No,
they had the number one song in America.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't listen to Taylor Swift.
I just don't like the design of Ginter, even the actor autos. Like whatever it is, they just don't hit with me.
Oh, they could always do better with the photography and.
I feel like sometimes the borders are ugly as hell. So I see where Neo's.
Yeah, like it just I don't know. It takes away from the card too much for me. I
feel like some
this
of the
one's really weird.
The 2015 year when they had like the baby blue or the aqua blue borders on the actor autographs, like the Val Kilmer, that was nice looking. That was a good looking frame. That was a good looking set.
They have do you know who Tom Marshall is? He's in this.
If you have to Google him, it's probably not worth buying.
No, he's from Fish. He's one of the guys from Fish.
Yeah, I saw that he was in there, but still, I know who the band Fish is, but I couldn't tell you who the singers are. Gotcha. I know they got a Ben and Jerry's.
They've got a whole it's a cult following.
Yeah, they're more of a cult band. I know that.
Yeah,
they're those are psycho fans.
I don't care for them.
They're like Grateful Dead style fans.
I have a buddy that like buys the pay-per-view to watch them play and wherever they're at, like buys and that's pretty typical. Like
who is a boogie with the hoodie? He's got an autograph card.
I don't know. Who's Sports Cards HQ? They asked me what I flip.
Yeah, I was trying to get to that. We had a comment about GameStop basically, I guess, selling over MSRP.
They're charging market price now for Pokemon products. People are mad about it.
Market price. Honestly, I've only been the GameStops when I go in, they just don't have anything. They just
because people line up outside before the store opens and buy it all right as soon as the store opens.
So I was at the big outdoor mall up in Wesley Chapel on Saturday at Lids, and they have ETBs of Pokemon sitting there, and nobody's buying them. I'm like, I can't go to Target and Walmart and see that, but for some reason, Lids, nobody gives two shits there. And Pokemon's sitting there. They also
were they marked up or were they MSRP?
$60.
Yeah, that's normal price.
Yeah, normal price.
That's odd to see.
I was like, There's
The
like
first thing I saw-
400,000 people here, and nobody wants these.
The first like TCG I've seen in Target in a while is that you'll appreciate it, the Spider-Man MTG stuff, or the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Those, and I never see anything. There's like never any Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, and there was a bunch of that stuff. I thought it was funny because Rudy's been talking about how it's trash and he's buying all of it and all that stuff.
He likes the collector boxes though, not the regular.
Yeah,
stuff.
there was only the collector's box was what you really wanted.
Right.
I think I have like 3 of them back there.
Let's open one. Got nothing better to do.
Ham, did you already answer the question about what's behind you? Is there anything good? I see Bo asked.
Of course, there's tons of good stuff. It's all for sale too. But the great stuff's over here.
Yeah, this is actually it's a live stream, but it's a live selling platform as well. Ham's selling while we're on.
Yeah.
And
I only take money orders, by the way.
Yeah, you had to send a check or a money order. Steve, what are you flipping these days? Are you taking a break? Anything worthwhile?
Well, that's a very general question, so I'll just lay into it from different angles.
I'm going to live dangerously. Hold on. I'm going to live dangerously. I'm going to go grab a Dr. Pepper Zero. I'll be right back.
Oh, Lord.
That goes well with my Cherry Pepsi Zero.
There we go. Zero sugar. All right, I'll be right back.
Thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
So since July, I haven't sold a card. Just go and put that right out on the table. So I haven't really been flipping much of shit. Now, I usually flip what would be hot in the moment. For 2025, for me, prior to July, was prospecting NFL quarterbacks. Is all raw to graded, though. Not buying graded and trying to sell graded. So all raw to graded. Prospecting NFL quarterbacks, WWE parallels and singles, parallels on WWE stuff. And 90s NFL inserts and parallels, gold refractors, refractors that come 1 in 200 packs, platinum portrait inserts, things like that. So 90s NFL inserts and parallels, which is the most fun because that goes back to the era of when I collected them the most. I know I'm knowledgeable about that because that's when I was buying a lot. WWE, I was very new to, but it was hot, and all you had to do was get low serial numbered parallels of the stars and grade them, and you do well because WWE collectors buy to collect; they don't buy to flip. And quarterbacks.
Do either one of y'all have any cards at grading right now?
I haven't submitted a card to grading since the National.
So it's grading.
I did that in person.
I have about 50 cards prepped, and they're just sitting. So right now, I'll look at that and I'll be like, man, that's just money sitting there. Either way you look at it, whether it's just tied up in raw card value, maybe I should just consign the raw stack, or maybe I should get them graded. It all depends. I would have to dive back in to see if it was worth my while to get them graded. I don't know what. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you what the spread on a raw card to a PSA 10 is right now. It's 2.5x. I mean, on modern.
I think it's 2x sometimes.
I mean, I'm talking about ultra modern, okay? Because I know it's relative to the year, but ultra modern is what I'm talking about. I would use GameStop if I was to send my cards in the grade. Yes, Brad.
100%.
And that's who my last 4 or 5 orders went through. Not a bump for GameStop because I'm not sponsored by them. And you do wherever you feel safe. But to me, it was just always super easy. And I felt like if they did screw something up, that they're a big corporation that'd be willing to cover my cards, as opposed to like a group submitter or something who could take your cards and run. Or if something happened, could be like, oh, well, sorry, SOL.
I feel like that process has been relatively smooth because I feel like we would just hear stuff about it all the time if it was a shit show.
69xer Steve
just
Splenda,
given the nature of things, I just feel like people would whine like crazy if there was a bunch of problems or cards were getting stolen or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think
there'd be a lot of videos.
Who was the one back in the day that took everybody's money and then went bankrupt?
Oh,
it was out in California somewhere.
Starts with an M.
Marks?
Is it Marks? Marks cards?
Is that what it was called?
I don't know. Yeah, I did a video on it, or I did multiple videos on it.
We all did a video on it like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing a video on it.
What was his quote? It's all about the vibes or something.
Oh yeah, the one that like Mojo and all them say. It's all
Yeah.
about, man. We from
It's all about
Cali.
the vibes.
Holla back, California, bankrupt, taking your cards, bitch.
That was the one that CC2 got caught up in too.
Mm-hmm. He got blasted for it, even though he covered everybody's thing. I guess he didn't disclose that he was using another party. Everybody thought they were going directly through him.
Yeah,
and he was sending them to marks. What a mark!
Yep. What a deal.
Deals.
Steve, how's hobby content treating you? What have you been watching lately?
Nothing. Nah, you won't fire this up. You'll fire this engine up.
When you watch, when you wake up, well, what I just assume you wake up every morning and go directly to my channel.
Like, I watch a lot of fantasy football content right now.
I just wanted to, and I'm a hobby content.
But hobby content, I can't turn any of it on. It's all dramatic. It's all a bunch of people like just talking about the same shit over and over again. It's never going to go away.
Well, I think they all think they're going to get some new person in trouble that's been around forever. That's already indoctored into the system.
It's fine to report the news and keep people in the know. That's fine. People have the right to know, especially nowadays in social media. The thing is, a lot of the things that are being stirred up right now is stuff that's been going on forever. It just wasn't a social media to report it. Now,
well, I mean, the only thing that was new was what the snipe thing, really.
Now, in my opinion, to me, this is just my take. You guys know what I'm going to say, so it's not even exciting. But anyway, to me,
the people want to hear it.
It's like a double-edged sword because content is good because it keeps people informed and it can keep people entertained. But for me personally, it's killing my hobby experience watching YouTube content. It kills my hobby buzz. Neo, like I said, you put out a video stating that the hobby is supposed to be an escape. It's supposed to make us escape from the shit that we don't want to deal with all the time, right? This is what we're supposed to enjoy. And then my YouTube feed is just blown up with videos of drama. And that's fine. I know that it's there. I'm not trying to deny that it doesn't exist, but I don't want it in my part of my hobby that I'm trying to enjoy. So I don't even watch much content because every time I click a video, that's what it is. I mean, that's fair. I'm not telling people what content they should or shouldn't be consuming or putting out.
It's very accurate.
But for me personally, it ruins my hobby. It's killing my hobby buzz.
It has been a rather drama-filled last month, I would say. There's been a lot of nonsense the last month. An exceptionally high amount of nonsense.
I told you, I tried, and this is not me trying to blast another content creator, but I tried. I turned on Professor Sports Card live stream before we went live tonight. I was going to watch a little bit of that, get a little bit of information, and AIH was on there, and they were talking about shill bidding still. And I believe I turned on his live stream 2 weeks ago, and AIH was on there with him talking about shill bidding that night. And then I turned it on last week, and they were talking about shill bidding that night. And I get it. It's a big thing that's going on right now. But I know, but I'm talking about
technically Steve is
right.
He's a
I haven't put out any content since July, Jim. So
Steve's been on the bench. He's been on the bench for a while.
I'm on here to just talk with my friends. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm not putting out content right now. I would be having this conversation if our cameras were off, because we were talking about this earlier anyway. So I wasn't even going to bring it up tonight, honestly.
I think
Neo baited me.
Yeah, Neo had
it was good bait, good fish.
I think though also there's just challenges right now with, with grading, there's long waits right now. There's, with new product is very expensive. Like new product, you hear, I haven't heard there's never been a comment anywhere that I've seen where they're like, you know what, this new product, it's a bargin. This is a bargain price.
Alan Ginter.
Maybe Alan Ginter. Maybe
there's in that 150 for a hobby, 160.
I don't know.
You have to go through like an EQL where they sell 4 boxes and it's sold out in 0.1 seconds. And then they pretend like that was some big sellout and it was like 9 boxes, and then it's on the secondary market for triple. Like, I mean, it's just, I mean, Neo, I know when you dive into the EQL, I'm sure most of it is like, hey, if I get a box, I'll just sell it for double the next day or whatever, or triple. I mean, I think that's what everybody's doing.
Unless it's wrestling Cactus Jack.
Neo, you're running the hobby. You're running the hobby of love with the bullshit.
Neo is single-handedly ruining this thing, man.
Has
news stories
baseball come out?
No, another week, I think, or two.
Well, I saw pre-sales for Megas and Blasters on.
Yeah,
Fanatics.
I think it comes out in mid-December.
My bad, Jay.
Did they already do their pre-orders for the hobby boxes and jumbos?
Jay, I did also let you beat me as well, so I've let everybody beat me at this point. It's all Neo's fault.
Neo, see, Neo, you're taking heat.
Facts.
I ruined the hobby that I love. Isn't that what the quote
Look
is?
at you getting into the song.
I hate when I ruin stuff I love. Like when I left my steak on the grill too long the other day.
Was it a ribeye?
No, it was a bone-in sirloin.
It's not my fault that the hobby decided to go off the rails the last 30 days.
No, it's okay. There's a bunch of crazy bullshit going on in the hobby. That's fine. I just when I because of that YouTube algorithm works the way that it does. When I turn on YouTube, any hobby content that goes by my screen where I'm looking for my fantasy football content is just labeled the hobby's dying, shill bidding, new product price, grading is slow. It's I'm just like, well, I don't need to read. I don't want to watch that. I'm not going to watch that.
All right, tomorrow I'm going to have I'm having an extremely positive title, Steve, and I expect you to comment on it tomorrow, so I know you watched it.
Like I said,
I
watched
that is part of the problem, though. I mean,
Thanksgiving video.
We're all content creators. We know how this game is played. If you make that video, nobody watches it, and if you make the clickbait one, everybody watches it. So you're rewarded for doing the negative content.
And like I told you guys, like, look, it sucks for me to say this stuff. You guys are my friends, and you create content, so it's not like I'm trying to directly blast any individual. It's just for me personally right now. I'm not putting out any content. I'm not consuming a lot of content. That's just the way it is. I'm still in the hobby though. I haven't quit hobby, and I'm buying cards. I'm buying autographed Funko Pops. Don't do it. I'm only buying them because they make nice decorations.
You're buying the dip. Steve's buying the Funko Pop.
He's buying the dip. It is
because I have a movie room with all kinds of weird, like little trinkets and props and stuff in it that you guys can see partially of just this behind me. But this room opens up wide over here. They got 1, 2, 3. That's a 5 shelfer right there.
Oh, guys, I did get the Castle Grayskull in, so I did trump I did trump the room here with the sealed Castle Grayskull.
Where is it?
It's back over here.
Where's the unboxing video on that?
It's on the table next to He-Man.
It's not as good as mine. I played with Castle Grayskull, man.
Yeah, that's right. So, I got.
You don't even know if your drawbridge works.
Exactly. Who knows? It might be just rocks inside that box. Who knows? Hopefully not.
It's She-Ra's mansion. What did She-Ra have?
It's just a bunch. It's 100 She-Ras just loaded.
It's a She-Ra mansion. You got duped.
I got played, man. So I missed the shipment, and I get a slip, and it's like I've never had this happen before. UPS, go pick it up at the CVS locally. I'm like, I have never been to the CVS to pick up a UPS shipment. Like we have like a UPS store type thing. We got a few of them around. So I'm like, that's weird, man. I walk into the CVS. There's one lady behind the counter, and she's talking to somebody else. So I kind of just walk up, and she's like, "Hey, can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking. There's like a package here for me. I don't see any sort of like packing anywhere." And she's like, "Oh, is this your package? This giant package?" It's one. They have one gigantic package behind the counter, and she didn't even take my ID. I was like, "Do you want to see my ID?" And she's like, "Nah, go ahead." I'm like, "Well, thank God it's me here to pick it up." Not somebody else.
I gotta satisfy.
You should probably visit that place often. That's fine.
Damn.
Look,
man.
I gotta satisfy bushlickers real quick. So the 947 comment. Can you click that 947?
This one.
Well, that one, and then it goes down one, another one down
Next
after
one.
J.
Where are all your?
All come dressed as characters from over the top. So what he's trying to say is I look like Bull Harley from over the top. Just need to have my. So which character? So there you go, Bushlicker. I think he's getting at the Bull Harley look.
So, yeah, who are we though? Are there that many characters? I haven't seen that movie in a while.
I haven't seen over the top in like 30 years.
Like you can be the son.
I can be the 10-year-old in the movie.
The world doesn't beat anybody halfway, Dad.
You know,
You were
remember
talking
back then,
about
people looked
yourself.
older.
Follow your dream, Dad. Follow your dream.
I can do
it. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go watch Over the Top after this. Anybody watch Stranger? You guys watch Stranger Things?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the dude that drinks the oil. There's a guy with the beard that drinks the oil. That can be Ham.
How'd you handle that, Dustin? Did you just binge all 4 in a row, or did you spread them out, or what was? We
watched 3, and then I was it was like midnight, and I'm like, I was watching with my daughters. I've got a 22-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old daughter, and I was like, I cannot make it for the last one. So then we woke up in the morning. We woke up and watched that 4th one.
I did 2 and 2.
I don't like this 4 at one time. We watched all 4 in a row, and it felt like work.
It's a lot.
2 and 2 was fine for me. I like that.
Yeah, and then I did get theater tickets for the finale on January.
It was the only way we had to watch all 4 in a row because we had Thanksgiving the next day, and then Erica flew back out at like 5 a.m. on Friday.
Yeah, it was kind of the same thing. We had we
decorated our Christmas tree Thanksgiving night always, so it was like we had to basically watch all 4 on Wednesday night.
Yeah. I told my wife, I was like, I'm not trying to be antisocial because I was with my in-laws. There's like 25 of them. And I was like, I'm not trying to be antisocial, but we are watching this. So like, I'm not, I'm not hanging out. I'm not going to getting dragged in.
How are you going to handle the next one? Because they're on Christmas Eve.
We're at home. So it's like, we don't have anybody in town. Like my daughter is about to graduate from nursing school, but she'll be home with us for the holidays.
Oh, I didn't know she was going to school to be a nurse.
Yeah.
I didn't know what she was going to school for. I knew she was going because that's what, Jen is.
Yeah. Yeah. She's wrapping up, knock on wood, in May. So hopefully all goes well there. But she's already hit me up for money for that last semester. I'm like, girl, you need to, she worked and saves all this money in the summer. And then like magically we get to the second semester and she's like, Dad, I'm like
Dad, you got to star Jordan, Daddy. You can afford this.
Like, Dad, you just bought a $5,000 plastic castle. You can't give me some money to pay for my education.
Yeah, you're being selfish. You want college tuition. I've got Castle Grayskull to buy. I don't have money for this. I don't have money for it. So
what? Yeah. How much was that?
4 G's.
Oof. 4 G's. Damn.
Funko Pops.
They're practically giving them away. Pops. I sent a picture to my dad. I sent a picture to my dad, and he's like, "You mean to tell me that if we just never open those things?" And I was like, and I always send the messages to my parents. I'm like, "Why didn't you guys just hoard this stuff? What is wrong with you? How did you not see 40 years into the future that everybody's going to want this stuff sealed?"
So like, what is the one thing will be like that in 40 years? Yeah, so I was going to ask, like, what would it be?
I don't know. Minecraft.
I still think, but everyone keeps shit sealed now, though. Like, just
I know. There's no secret anymore.
I've got a few copies of. So there's one copy of Minecraft, the original Xbox 360 game. That's a 2-day gold variant, and I've got a few graded copies of that. That I'm just
I think a lot of stuff from the 80s and early 90s is what's going to be just the hard pop. But anything from today, I don't think so. Everybody's already keeping shit sealed, so it's just like when I laugh when people are grading Nintendo DS games. I'm like, there's still a billion of them sealed.
But like I said, I've gotten into I like movie stuff. So I dabbled in the Funko Pops a little bit, but I'm starting to like finding action figures, like signed action figures, sealed signed action figures. It doesn't have to be Funko Pops, but anything made by any CA company. I don't know if it's pronounced NECA or it's NECA, but they put out the set. They put out the set that I got the Tim Burton autograph out of, the card set that made the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. But they also made. I bought this over here. This is for my brother for Christmas. So if he watches this live stream, it's a spoiler. But hold on.
I have some Star Wars. I get the Star Wars action figures signed when I go to cons sometimes.
So this is the NECA action figures of Daniel and Johnny, the All-State Valley Championship set. But it's signed, and William Zabka wrote No Mercy on it, so it's inscribed, and he wrote The Karate Kid on it. You can find other. There's a couple more of these you can find.
Really cool. That's really cool.
And it's authenticated by PSA.
Yeah, that's rad.
So
Yeah, I yelled no mercy at work the other day. I don't think anybody got it.
Yeah, so I got this.
I missed that, Steve. Did you meet them or did you buy it like that?
I got it like this, but I got this for my brother for Christmas. It came in the mail. I was like, man, I can't give this to my brother.
That is really badass.
I need this for me.
I know.
But anyway,
that's a cool item.
But yeah,
this is mine.
How much did I pay? I paid $200 for it. So I might have overpaid. I don't know. There was another one on eBay also that they wanted $250 for, but it just had the names. They just wrote they just signed their names. This one he wrote No Mercy and he wrote Karate Kid. And then there's one on there with just Ralph Macchio's auto on it that I still think they want $200 for. Just his.
Yeah. I like that baby blue marker too.
I mean, you're probably looking at least $75 just to get to pay to have them sign it. 50 to 75 bucks at least.
My ultimate thing would be I have the 5-pack Funko Pop set of Pearl Jam that I ordered a couple years ago. That one's been discontinued because you had to order it from Toy Biz or whatever. But I wish I could get that autographed by all 5 members of the band. You see them on eBay signed by 3 members, but I can never find them signed. I never find them signed by Eddie or Jeff.
I have the Ashley Eckstein with the I Am No Jedi.
Yeah, that's cool. See, I like this. I like the signed figures, man. I think they display well.
It's basically just a big giant card. It's really cool.
But it's cheaper than buying a card.
I know.
Yeah, I think this ran me like $100 maybe, or maybe 125 with the inscription.
That's a great auto too. I mean,
you guys saw this one in a text message. This is my Tyler Durden from Fight Club Brad Pitt auto, and it's certified by Beckett. So that's pretty cool. I like that one.
Were you looking at a Johnny Depp one?
Yeah, that's right here. Yeah, the Captain Jack Sparrow.
Are you going to send those in to get PSA off?
Again, they're Beckett graded.
Already Beckett authenticated.
They're already Beckett authenticated. See,
you just need to go to the container store and get a plastic.
I didn't think that Johnny Depp signed. I didn't know he signed stuff.
He's got a signing getting ready to go on in Jip.
And then I'm a fan of The Witcher, so I got this Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill. He doesn't play The Witcher anymore, so I don't know if he'll still sign these. I'm not sure, but
probably he's a big nerd, so he kind of has a representation of caring.
And then back there on that shelf where I have my Marvel stuff on top, I have my big Thanos gauntlet and that big Thanos doll. If I go back to there,
free time. So this is the one, the sealed pinball.
When are you going to sell that, Ham?
I don't know what it's worth.
I got the Josh Brolin.
Probably
about auction and then defensive bid it.
Yeah, it's probably 10 to 15 grand. I mean, what do they sell for on eBay?
There isn't a 9.8 sealed.
Is that the only one?
CGC still hasn't offered a pop count, so I don't know.
Oh, is it CGC or is it WADA or PSA?
CGC.
Thanks for tuning in for Show and Tell, the boys. Jim.
Yeah.
I agree, Hammer. The Ashley Eckstein does have an amazing signature with the way that she incorporates.
She does.
Her name with the character name is outstanding.
I'd rather have Show and Tell than Crying Bitch.
Whoa.
I like a little both.
Whoa.
All right, so a 9.2 Ham went for $850 for a 9.2, granted.
And that's sealed?
You know, the graded game market has been down a little bit here.
It has been lately. It's starting to pick back. I've noticed it's picking back up.
I should be buying more right now.
I think that's the next wave of, just because that's where technology kicked off.
Man, there was a sealed 9.8 Mega Man 2 that went for $1,000.
That's damn cheap for that.
Woo. But yeah, you're right. I don't see a 9.8 anywhere. See an 8.5 for $1,000. Bam. Okay.
What's Cap D 5150's talking about? Some policies on Whatnot.
Oh, is today where everyone's got to get in line on Whatnot? Is that should be interesting. It was wild yesterday with so many massive repack breaks before the clock struck midnight. Okay. That might be kind of an interesting before and after video. See what it looks like over the next week compared to some of the older footage.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if there's a different angle somebody can take to still.
I'm sure
do a
someone will
repack.
figure it out.
Like it's one of those things, you know, you
I
buy
kind
this,
of
but you get
know,
this for free.
Well, yeah, Professor Sports Cards had on that whatnot scammer guy. That's how he titled it. I don't think he's still on it anymore. That guy
video was crazy.
I watched like half of it, and then I got distracted. But just the stuff in the first half, I was like, "What?" And but basically,
this guy asking to get sued. Like
I was like, "What the heck?"
Wasn't he talking about stuff from like a couple years ago?
Yeah, he was basically going back in time. But the one thing I did catch, is he said though is like it's still going on from what he can see. Like people are
100%.
still, working. I haven't been. I don't spend any time on it to know, but yeah, that was that was an interesting one for sure. Signed Funkos.
I got this signed at the at New York Comic Con. Like 2 people will get this in the chat, but I had Deborah Ann Wall and Matthew Mercer sign this.
Yeah, see, I knew who Matthew Mercer was. He's a big Dungeons and Dragons dungeon master.
Yeah, I had them both sign at Dungeon Master's Guide.
That's the other thing I kind of want to do. Like next time I go to the Comic-Con, so actually Neo, Jen and I were out tonight before live stream, and we were at an Italian restaurant here in the area. We're like, oh, last time we had Italian was in New York, with Neo. And
did you get a chicken parm pizza?
She got a chicken parm that was the size of a pizza. I got lasagna, but so she was like, oh, I don't know about that Comic-Con trip. I'm not sure how much she like super enjoyed it, because I told her, I was like, look, we're going to be separated. It's like, I was like, if you think me, Dustin, and Ham and all go to the National and we're around each other all day, I said, we get separated. We stop and look at what we're going to look at, and so we reconnect midway through the day.
Yeah, we get separated when we're together trying to stay together.
So
New York Comic-Con, it's impossible to stay next to. Right. I have trouble staying next to Erica.
Did any of you guys go to a Collecticon this year? And I'm asking because there's one like in Charlotte, there's one in Virginia, like they're all around me.
Charlotte one's big time.
Yeah, I think that I'm going to try. I think there's in August
next year. I know a vendor that sets up at Charlotte.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to hit that.
But on that note,
he's in chat a lot. He sets up at a lot of the East Coast Comic-Con or Collecticons. I went to the Cleveland one this year. I have a vlog on my TCG channel on it if you want to see what it's like.
Like on that, I'd like to start getting some of the autos in person myself, like on Funko Pops.
Actually, this New York Comic-Con was the first time I got like a bunch of autos, and it was, I mean, waiting in line sucked. I would definitely want to try to get a VIP badge, which New York Comic-Con is almost impossible to get a VIP badge, but I would like to get, I think the way to do it is have the VIP badge.
But I'm just wondering, is there like do they list things anywhere, or does it just go on a show-to-show basis?
They get announced as you get closer to the con, typically. So like New York Comic-Con will announce a few headliners like in the summer, and then you usually get most of them late summer, early fall.
But what about
we don't know because of
but what's the one in Charlotte? Heroes Con? What's the one in
Heroes Con doesn't have a lot of signers.
They have signers. They have Heroes Con.
They'll have like artists. They'll have a couple comic artists, like decent comic artists, but they don't get celebrities usually.
Let's also take a look at Galaxy Con, Steve. Galaxy Con is kind of like a Comic Con, but it's kind of like all of it. It's like anime and Comic Con and all the stuff, but they have a lot of actors and stuff that go to Galaxy.
What about and CGC does the in-house signings sometimes, right, where they'll have a signer in there. Okay.
Yeah, we have a big quarterly card show in Tampa this weekend at the fairgrounds. 3-dayer.
Oh, who's on the? I didn't see that. I got the email, but I didn't look at
Chris Claremont. Who else? You have to take
Claremont pretty much always signs there. But they don't. I don't think they really have actors though. It's usually like writers and artists.
Yeah,
I am definitely going to that. I mean, I'm 95% sure I am going to Heroes Con.
You got to get your AF-15 on camera.
Missed it last year, and I was so pissed because it was the same
Charlotte, right?
Fanatics Fest.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Yeah, it's Charlotte. That's a really good show.
When will that be?
It's in mid-June usually.
June or July, yeah.
They just put out the dates.
Oh, it is June. Yeah, because July is the. Yeah.
It used to be Father's Day weekend, and then they moved it. June 12th to the 14th.
We won't have Jim Shooter there. Rest in peace.
Which reminds me, I need to apply for a badge for Heroes Con. I should do that now. I love that. That's my favorite. That is where you go to actually buy comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have good dealers.
Like it's way more like comic dealer focused than like New York is.
I walked around and helped Neo spend money last time we were there. You bought like 15 books, I think, when we were there. You had a long.
I bought the X-Men 1. I bought the X-Men 94. I bought a first appearance of Cable. I bought something else. Yeah, I spent a lot of money that trip.
I thought it was awkward because your wife kept calling and you were like, I can't answer. I've spent all the money. I can't answer. And I was like, man, you better talk to her or something.
I got to stack up the envelope if I'm going to make a run at the AF-15. I got to get some more of that Pokemon off the shelf and turn it into
Wait, actually, speaking of that, didn't your wife, now going back in time, this was a few years ago, but weren't you looking at like an X-Men 1 or something like a higher grade and your wife was like, no way, you're not going to get it. But now you're actually in a position with all that Pokemon, that sealed Pokemon, you can go in there with some cash. And
I could do some real damage if I move off a lot of sealed Pokemon.
Yeah, dude. The AF-15 though that's an awesome book. That's a classic.
Yeah, I set up a safe search on eBay to start keeping an eye on them to get a feel for like
what's the minimum? Is it 20K? Like what's the like minimum?
No, you could get like a 0.5 for like under 10, but it just depends on.
Oh, okay. Well, one that's not trashed, like a 1 or 1.5, 1.8.
Probably 12 to 15, maybe.
Oh, that's actually better than
like
I
a
thought
1.5.
All right. Well,
I mean, 1.5 is one. Trashed is going to be.
Maybe I'll make some moves and we can buy dueling AF-15s.
Dueling
for the con.
I would probably look between a 1.5 and a 2.5. Spending that much on a single collectible item kind of scares the living shit out of me, to be honest. But
yeah, same.
Would you display that?
That's talking like, like a 2.5, you're talking like 20K plus. Like that's like real, like that's like real money.
I'd throw it in the safety deposit box and go visit it. Like we're visiting.
That would be the other thing too, is like once I get it, then like what the fuck do I do with it? Like I'm not gonna want to have it sitting back there every night,
No.
So I'd have to go to
man.
That would be over the limit for my CIS policy. So I'd have to get a separate policy on just that item.
You got to go visit it like
I have to put it in a vault somewhere.
What's the point of owning something you don't get to enjoy? Just set it back there on the wall. Treat it like anything else.
I'd be a nervous fucking wreck.
Yeah.
Okay. Just money.
Football
I
card
guess if
finder.
it's insured, then whatever. But I don't know.
Football card finder has a solid question.
Vault.
That's fair, Jay. That's fair.
It goes in a vault.
Up at 10:03, he says difficulty level of making daily content.
I mean, the last month, 0, because there's been 18 things that go on every single day.
Yeah, because you can also just throw out your opinion on anything. That's the other part. You could literally talk like, I'm going to throw out your football card finder. I'm going to talk about XYZ football cards. You could,
So
go ahead, Steve.
I was just wondering.
I actually don't have a video for tomorrow. I'm just
wondering if this question, not only coming up with material, but maybe encompassing the entire chore of filming and editing and thumbnail and uploading and.
Well, I do C-level content, so I could crank that shit out pretty quick.
We are C-level actors out here, so this is not. Yeah, this is low budget.
Basically, they do a live stream and they film it instead of live stream it.
It's really
If it takes me 15 minutes to record the video, it takes me 5 minutes to edit the video. Like my entire process for a daily video could be 30 minutes or less if I don't need if I'm just firing a take out into the ether.
I've got a folder with about 40 clips in it that I pick from that I can put in, whether it's Beavis and Butthead or if it's, whatever, Ken Golden in 1985. So yeah, like if you have kind of we're just doing really basic talk to a camera type stuff. If you're doing vlog, if you're doing, Jeff Wilson, high production type stuff, maybe that's different. But if you're just talking in front of a camera, it could be it could also be a 7-minute video, or it doesn't have to be 20 minutes. Just be talking about 8
minutes. You got to get the multi-app.
So, here's what I would say: Football Card Finder.
I've met Football Card Finder too. I know.
I was going to say, if he's asking because he's slightly interested in putting his thoughts out there or doing YouTube content, man, just prop up your cell phone and talk, man. If people like you and relate to you, man, it doesn't. All the bells and whistles, you don't need them. If you're a real person and you're just talking like one of the guys, that's That coming from the smallest content creator here on the panel, but
excuse me, you got more subscribers than I do still.
Well, I don't know.
I only show the cards we all love, but nobody likes to see that.
Ham and I are the opposites. I show no cards at a card show, and all he does is show cards at a card show.
Yeah.
People comment on my videos. They're like, show cards. And I'm like, just go watch Ham shit if you want to see
thanks for
cards.
the shout out last time I saw that. I was just like, that's what I do, guys.
Maybe Neo and I can go to this card store and get some footage of it.
And my last show had some freaking bangers at it, man.
Shop, not a card store.
Or I mean, a comic store.
That's the people that I believe. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I believe those are the folks that like started Heroes Con, but I don't remember for sure.
Yeah, this show coming up this weekend, there will literally be a couple $1 million of cards in the show, if not $10 to $12 million.
Oh, also at Football Card Finder, if you have a dog, put your dog in the videos, man. Your subscriber count will double.
Yeah, I just got to put Scout in there. Scout wants to be in a video.
He's big on B-roll, and B-rolls. Hey, look, the good thing about B-roll is people don't know it's coming. So people.
Well, B-roll's tough. When I started doing B-roll, it started becoming
a lot
tough.
of work, though.
It's tough because you got to edit it in, and then you're constantly shooting your personal life. You know, I'm on the beach with my dog and my wife, and I'm like, okay, let me get.
It's like the real world with Steve.
Let me get 3 minutes of this, or I'm at Walmart doing my grocery shopping. I'm like, all right, let me get 3 minutes of this.
You cut into the left.
Let me get 3 minutes of this. It's kind of like
start a conversation
with
toilet paper.
See, though. They just
your wife is like,
it was good, and I liked it, but it just became to be a lot, man.
You're having a serious talk with your wife, and she's like, "Why are you filming us right now?" And you're like, "Babe, I know we're arguing, but I just need to get this on. I need the
drama sells.
I got to get this on YouTube."
That's when you just cut. Important question: is a toilet roll over the top or underneath? Which way does it roll?
You said toilet paper?
Yeah. Which way does your toilet paper roll?
I don't know. I don't even know. Whatever way I pull it off the roll.
You know what's kind of sad is in Virginia. My dad lived in Hampton, Virginia, and there's the comic store that I used to go to when I was visiting him, for summers. This is going back 30 years, called Atomic Comics. And so I remember going in and it was massive, but part of the reason why I thought it was so massive is because it was like head to toe, floor to ceiling of literally like books. It was just stuffed. Now it's not like that anymore. Now they've like cleared it all out, and there's lots of comics in there, but it's not like floor to ceiling of paper. It doesn't smell like, like a card store used to, or a comic store. It's kind of sad, really. It's a great looking shop still, but it's changed a lot.
It was a card show I went to in the early 80s, and the dude that ran it smoked cigarettes all day long.
Yeah. Isn't that ironic too? And like basically a store of paper, and they're smoking.
Yeah. We were talking about with some of the younger people that work with us the other day. We were talking about a smoking section in a restaurant. They're like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, the building would be divided in half, and this side's smoking and this side's not. She's like, "But they're still smoking in the same room." I'm like, "Yeah," but that's how it was.
It's
like
funny. We got 2 comments here at the bottom talking about toilet paper, but they both say over the top.
Yeah.
But we were talking about the movie the top earlier.
Yeah, I know.
It looks.
That's why I'm confused. I don't know.
It looks like they're commenting. It looks like they're commenting on the movie discussion we were having earlier, but they're talking about the toilet paper.
I think they combine the both.
New Orleans.
Okay.
New Orleans is more than the New Orleans and New Orleans. Okay, I'm lost here.
If you go look at the patent for toilet paper, the toilet paper comes over the top.
Isn't that funny too? I remember waiting tables at restaurants where it was like, here's the smoking section. We're over here. There's no wall dividing. I remember I used to wait tables at a Sonny's barbecue, and it was like, it was non-smoking way over here, and then you have smoking, but there was no wall blocking between smoking and non-smoking. It's hilarious.
And everybody sat in smoking anyway.
It's like
you couldn't escape it.
Some casinos are still like that, but there's no separation. Like you sit down at a blackjack table. Now
it's like that here, but so ours are kind of separate, but the one that is smoking has these special filter fans that pull everything out. You can still smell it, obviously, but it is divided. But it's weird the way the Hard Rock is.
The last time I sat down at a blackjack table, though, I was in. Oh man, it was either Bratislava or it was Austria, and in Europe they were smoking like that. Crazy at the table. I think I was at one in Peru, because I only go in casinos when I'm in other countries. I don't go in the U.S. casinos. And Peru, I don't remember any smoking.
Yeah, but do you go in there just out of curiosity to see how?
Yeah. I go in there just to see how they operate, what kind of gaming rules they have that may differ than ours. How good are their staff? Are their dealers really good? Are they all look new? Do they struggle? Just things that I would look for as a manager at my job. Dolphin. I go in and I play a little bit of blackjack, tip the dealers. I basically only play enough blackjack to make the dealers a little bit of tip money. Get like
you don't go in there to rake them over the coals.
No, I try to get a chip from the casino to take home as like a collector's item. You know, like from every casino, I'll go in a foreign country. I like to bring home one a $5 chip or $1 chip from that casino and put it in a collection. And that's not a collection that's valuable. That's just a little thing that I like.
All right. Well, Brad's got a good question here heading into 2026. Now, technically, we will have another show before we get to 2026, but we can kind of open this up a little bit. Ham, do you want to start off with just thoughts on where the hobby is heading into 2026? And then what are your personal collecting goals?
If we hold the schedule, we'll actually have a show on New Year's Eve.
Oh, really? Oh, geez.
Oh, us? Really?
Stranger Things night.
Let's rip Carlos a new one on time. We can just
is New Year's Eve on a Wednesday this year?
Yeah.
Oh, it is really.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
We'll have to push.
We can live react to Stranger Things.
We could do a short show, and then
here's the problem: is I'm seeing the finale on New Year's Day at 9 a.m. So I don't trust people here to not spoil that while we're on a live stream.
Maybe we could do Tuesday that week or something, and that could be like our end of the year wrap up or something.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, Ham, what do you think? You can kind of open this up, and we can have more of a discussion on this in 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, I want to get into a couple breaks actually coming up, but very, very specific things, very specific.
Non-sports or sports stuff?
A little both, actually. I mean, I didn't get my hands on any of that Marvel stuff. I do like some of it. I do want to get into some of the character breaks, so that type of stuff I would get into. Update baseball. I will get into some random teams for some boxes here and there just to see if I get lucky. Literally speculation, not chasing anything in particular other than just a payday. And then for 2026, excited about what football brings to us, to be honest with you, and what Topps continues to do with basketball, because it's going to show us what football is going to look like. Do we get any new product? Is there any like in between, like what's Flawless going to be for them in basketball and football? Do they come out with football with something crazy right at the get-go and just launch just crazy stuff? I think they should definitely launch a Topps Now product immediately. Upon the license, just to do it, especially with the draft. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be exciting. I might have a completely different opinion towards the end of the year next year, based on how pricing keeps going up and everything we want to do either takes time, costs more, or has become irrelevant. And it's about singles now. Right now, we're going into a singles market 100% because the rest of the product is too expensive for most people. It's too expensive for me.
Now, the breaks you're looking to buy into, are they like retail or hobby, or like how are you strategizing?
Well, for instance, update baseball be just hobby only. So I'd be chasing debut patches, but for teams that people aren't chasing, the big ones basically. I'm looking for all the little ones. So I'm going to go basically figure out which teams are going to have the most players that debuted. Because if a team has 12 to 20 people that debuted, that's a pretty decent odds. And then I'll get into something like 1 to 3 case break or something for a shit team just to try and hit a debut pad.
I didn't realize we actually have 2 more shows until the end of the year. So we've got all sorts of time to talk about this, but Neo, what do you can kind of tease a little bit of your stuff. Although we kind of already did with the AF-15.
I mean, yeah, the goal would be a potential AF-15. I mean, that's not for sure, but that is high on my list of things. So I'll leave it at that for now, pending further discussion.
And yeah, absolutely. Steve, anything that you want to chime in with there?
Yeah. I don't know if I said this backstage or actually in this video or in this live stream. Just reiterate, I'm went to attend a card show with my brother. Continue to, like I said, he's getting back into the hobby some, which is fun. It's like old times. Use the word fun. Wow. And So yeah, I want to be able to enjoy the hobby with my brother again, like we did when we were younger. And it's not going to be able to come through ripping product and things like that. It'll just be finding cool things that we both relate to, like I've continued to do. But now when I see a card that he can relate to, it excites me. And pointing it out to him and sending it to him and say, "Hey man, check this out. I know you like this." So that's kind of another good thing that we have going on in our relationship. And I'm not going to get my hopes up too much because I'm not saying about with my brother, but with the hobby in general. I would like to get back into doing content. I know that sounds like hypocritical, but I really would. I'd like to get back into my groove. I haven't found it. I haven't found it since the national. Like I said, a lot of the hobbies just kind of like push me away, and I'm just kind of stuck to my own. And it's kind of like I want to get back into the content. I miss my viewers. I miss putting my videos out. It was fun doing them, even though it was tedious. At the end of the day, when the video was done and it was accomplished and it was out, it felt good. So yeah, I do miss that, but I can't say I'll have a video out before the end of the year because I'd probably be a liar if I did.
You're hibernating a little bit.
Yeah, I want to, but I guess I just don't want to bad enough yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to explain right now. The national giveaway is happening. So today I was getting ready because, as I said, my wife and I went to dinner. I was getting ready. I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, 2026, when it kicks off, I got to get some content out. And I said, I have a giveaway to do. So I have to get some content out, but I don't want to feel like I have to get it out. You know what I mean? When you feel like you have to do something, so I want to get it out. I want to get the giveaway done. I just got to get my ass in gear and do it. So I don't know.
You have a
funny
giveaway.
Comment.
I think it's funny. Yeah, you have a giveaway where you have clues. So like you kind of have to, if you're going to do the giveaway every year, it almost forces you to make some videos throughout the year, unless it's going to be like, hey, we're basing all the answers off 2022 content. Do your homework.
Name the last 4 winners.
Here's the thing. Like I have lots of New York Comic-Con content, not just from the con, but from the city, because I do B-roll. I have taken everything that I've showed you guys, whether it be the signed Funkos, the Stacy Peralta card, my CGC card return. I've filmed it all.
Just dump it in the one big video and drop it right at the end of the year.
Never put it into a video, and it's still stored.
Make it like a collage.
I deleted the clip.
Yeah, just make like a big collage video for like
a giant clip.
I felt like when I do a return video, I'll be like, okay, this is my return video. What have I been up to over the past 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, there you go. 45-minute video.
And it'll basically be because it'll just be like a fast collage.
That's fine.
And I made a fantasy football video last night just to bust on the people in my fantasy football league, and it was fun. At the end of the video, when it was done, I watched that video over like 10 times. I was like, man, this shit was funny.
Upload it to YouTube, mark it as private.
YouTube video.
Yeah, put it on YouTube, mark it as private, and then send it to us, and then we'll give you our review of it.
But that's my thing. I took footage of all that stuff because my intentions was to still put out content. I just never got the stuff in the videos. I never did.
Yeah, then you can start a Patreon, put a paywall up, and if people want to see it, they got to pay to watch it.
One video a year.
One video a year. It's the only way to get it, boys.
Yeah, for me, I want to go to more shows in 2026 and some different ones. I had a lot of fun going to like GalaxyCon with my youngest daughter and just my kids. I want to do more shows with my kids in 2026. It was fun going to Fanatics Fest with my wife, but that was kind of more of like we went on like a date weekend in New York, and then there happened to be a show that we went to for 4 hours. But it was fun. I really enjoyed going to Fanatics Fest and checking that out. But then did the national, and then I did my local Raleigh shows. But outside of that, I don't know if I went to another show outside of that. So I'd like to do more of just going, because that's the one thing that is really fun no matter what. It's like there's a variety of things that can get you down that are frankly are downers when it comes to this hobby stuff. But card shows are usually always awesome. Like card shows are always exciting. You get a little like tingle in your, in your stomach. You get excited to go to them. I get excited to go like I'm 10 years old, and every single time without fail. And I'm sure you guys, it's all the same, so card shows is that's really where it's at. So 2026 is going to be a lot more shows for me.
Yeah, Avery wants to go to a Comic-Con, and I'm like, I don't know if I need to take you to a Comic-Con.
I'd like to go to that Heroes Con. I'd like to go to a Galaxy Con. I really enjoyed the Comic-Con. I like pop culture, man. Like that stuff was just fun.
For example, like last year, we were supposed to, my daughter and I went to Galaxy Con, and we were the Scream guys were supposed to be there. Matthew Lillard and the guy that plays Billy. I always forget the guy's name. They bailed last second. Yeah, Skeet Ulrich was supposed to be there, and they were supposed to be there, and they had to bail last second. But they actually do. You can do like a photo op where they like pretend like they're about to stab you and stuff like Scream. And I was like, damn, man, that is so friggin' awesome. I mean, I can remember seeing Scream 1 when I was 16 years old in the theater with like 8 of my buddies. And that's just such a classic memory. And so, yeah, I mean, like it's that sort of thing that you can get at like the Galaxy. It's all the guys that are, guys and gals that are in all those movies, those older movies.
Bushleggers, Daisy. I asked Daisy if she wanted to make a cameo on the live stream tonight, and she completely ignored me. She's usually in my back pocket like all the time. She follows me everywhere. I'm up here live streaming though. She's not even over here in her little bed. Like she has a little bed up here in this room and downstairs in the main house. This room is just like kind of like the annex and like
the main house. Listen to this guy.
I know this guy's the main house.
The West. She's in the West Wing.
No, I don't live in a mansion like Dustin.
I don't live in a mansion.
I got Ubered to Dustin's. Did I get Ubered the first time? No, the Uber take me away. I can't remember. I remember the first time I went to Dustin's house. I was like, yeah, but I'm going to Dustin's house. They were like, we're here. Your address. They're like, the address on the app.
You went through the gated community.
Yeah, so they dropped me off. They pull up to the address on the app, and I'm like, this not Dustin's house. They're like, this the address you put in.
Were you like Fresh Prince at the?
I'm like, where's J.R. Ewing at? I'm like, I'm looking for J.R. Ewing to come out with his oil contracts and shit. I'm like,
I gotta confess, Steve, we had you come to my parents' house. We just staged it up like that was our place, but that was my parents' house.
What I'm saying is I wasn't expecting friggin', the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when I pulled up. Like I was expecting
Will Smith.
Well, I mean, he's got like 12 kids,
a nice home and stuff, but I wasn't, I didn't know it was like,
don't come to my house then.
I thought it was MTV Cribs. I was like, what is going on here?
Not true.
He was like, Steve. He's like, Steve, you'll be staying on the 3rd floor. I was like, you got an elevator?
Or you go to the basement. It technically makes it 4 floors.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
supposed
to go to Vegas.
We have too much house. What I say is we have too much house for my family. It's just me and my wife, and our entire bedroom setup and suite is downstairs, and TV room is downstairs, and living room and kitchen, all that's downstairs. Like upstairs is just space that doesn't get used except this room, and then there's basically 2 guest bedrooms and another full bathroom for just when people come over.
Oh, Steve, I just thought about you. So our hot tub has been out of commission for the last like 2 months.
I just changed the water in mine. It's all nice and fresh and feeling good.
So like the jets were not working, and we've like played around, like tried to do all the little like troubleshooting things, and we finally had a guy come out. We reached out to like 5 different pool companies, like nobody responds. And this guy, we call our electrician because he's the one that put up like a separate box for it. And was like, hey, can you help? Like we're dying. Like the weather is perfect for like hot tub, and we have got nothing. And the electrician's like, oh yeah, I got a guy for that. And it's like his cousin is like this hot tub guru that comes out and had to like, he basically just replaced the pump on it. But yeah, we're back in action. We're back in action.
When you change the water in yours regular, like every 6 months or so?
I usually do it like every 2 to 3 months. I like quarterly, every 2 to 3 months.
So mine doesn't necessarily get used enough to change it that often, but do you purge the lines when you do it? Or do you just empty it and put new water in there?
I just empty it. I just put like a hose. Okay. I have a hose that just like take it out and put it back in.
There's this little container of like this gel stuff. I'll have to text you what it's called. You put like a tablespoon of it in and it causes your hot tub sud up. It'll sud up like almost to the second story of your house. Like you'll have a wall of bubbles. I mean, it'll be way up in the air, and you'll be like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
it's like a horror movie.
For like
you ever seen this? You ever seen The Stuff? That horror movie where the ice cream like comes to kill everybody? It's like that. It's like bubbles.
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Because bubbles. So when the bubbles dissipate and it goes back down, you'll then see like a brown ring of just like gunk around the top of your hot tub, and you'll have to wipe that down. Don't drain the water yet.
Oh, I see.
Or to be sticky. What it does is that stuff goes in there and it purges out all the gunk and stuff that you would never even imagine is in your hot tub lines from going through the filter. Just a mixture of goodness. It's but anyway,
bubbles. Looks like the upside down up in here.
Yeah, your water will be absolutely clear and fine. You'll never even see this stuff, but when you purge your lines, you'll get like it looks like it looks like molasses. But then your hot tub will be completely nice and clean, like brand new again. Like I purge my lines every time I change the water, and that could probably cause strain on your pump and stuff if you don't purge your lines.
Yeah, and I mean, it was basically running. It ran for 4 years straight, so it was due. It was time. So all good. Predictions on the MLB Hall of Fame. I feel like both of these guys should be in, and I'm no baseball Hall of Fame expert, but what does Gary? I guess Gary Sheffield has the PED thing on him.
Yeah.
But Gary Sheffield was a friggin' monster.
Yeah, but was Gary Sheffield ever proved guilty, or was he just kind of caught up in that he's probably
really matter
guilty
anymore?
Just what I'm saying, though.
Just put these guys in. Honestly, just put these guys.
Just asterisk them if you want to, and just put the damn guys in. You still got to hit the damn ball.
Get my boy Man Ram in there.
Manny, let's go.
Yeah, if they're gonna do a big FU to the steroid guys, they're just gonna throw Murphy and Mattingly in there.
As opposed to Ram Man.
It's
very underrated. Ram.
It's like the equivalent of just putting like Bob Cousy into the NBA Hall of Fame and just like not putting anybody else in. Like, I mean, come on, like these guys are Hall of Famers.
Correct.
Come on.
Well, I know you're sitting on a stack of Barry Bonds autographs, so you're like, let's go.
No, I don't have. I have a couple.
Okay.
I don't have a lot. I don't have a stack. I've got literally like a couple. I don't have much. I wish I had more. Frankly, they're expensive. There's no bargains on Barry Bonds stuff.
So to be fair, Dale Murphy.
To be fair,
I know who Dale Murphy is. I know his most popular card was like the '88 Donruss reverse negative. Was that the reverse negative Dale Murphy? Am I right there, guys? Chat.
The reverse negative was Juan Gonzalez.
He had a reverse negative, I thought, in one of the Donruss products. That was a chase card back in the Beckett days. But I know he was really good, but I didn't watch him play a whole lot. Doesn't mean I wasn't around to see him play. But Gary Sheffield was somebody that I collected his cards. Like when we were playing wiffle ball in the backyard, I'd be like, Gary Sheffield.
Yeah, everybody
like this, right? So.
Oh, yeah, like RBI baseball, like the video games. It was always Sheffield and Fred McGriff.
Yeah, both those guys live here. Both those guys live in
Tampa. And you hit a ground ball every time because you don't have your elbow up.
Dude, Fred McGriff, Cecil Fielder, those guys, man. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry, I'm just talking.
No, I'm just saying. So it would be cool. I as somebody who was a Gary Sheffield fan when I was a kid, it'd be cool to see him get in. But not that I'm discrediting Dale Murphy at all either. Just for me, it would be cool because he was somebody that I was a fan of. But
yeah, some good ball players back then, man. Some good ball players.
Somebody asked in a Facebook chat today, what was I think they said the 1980s. What was who did you think had the coolest batting stance from the 1980s? It was just a random Facebook post. It wasn't even a group that I was in, but I commented on it. That's who I said. I said Julio Franco. Yeah. I commented on that Julio Franco. Somebody said Mickey Tettleton, though, because that's a good one, too. Remember Mickey Tettleton?
That's a good one, too. But wow, Julio, I grew up on the late 80s Indians, and Julio Franco played on that team. So. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was my favorite player when I was a little kid. He was only on the team for a few years.
Yeah, Strawberry was another one.
I think Franco played on like 28 major league teams.
I saw Darryl Strawberry at a gym in Tampa. This was like post playing day. It's probably like early 2000s, and that guy was huge. He was massive.
But was Strawberry, did he have a crazy stance or did he just have a high leg kick? He had like a really high leg kick.
He had
I
a
feel
big
like.
leg kick.
And where he held the bat prior to the swing.
Yeah,
he had a big
swing.
high leg kick, and Kirby Puckett had a high leg kick too, didn't he?
Yeah, Kirby. Yeah,
He was
Kirby
short,
wasn't very
but for as high
tall.
as
He was
he
short. Yeah.
But Kirby
He was
Puckett
all
was a
leg
Hall
to
of Famer.
face. Yeah, is. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a very telling Hall of Fame vote. Speaking of Hall of Fame, Dustin, YouTube Hall of Fame. Are we gonna get some more push?
I don't think I'm going to get enough votes. I actually I've got the bribe out there for the roast votes. I don't think I'm going to have enough. I just don't think.
Didn't you buy a vintage card just so that you could get into the Hall of Fame?
I've been working at this thing for months. Yeah.
Isn't that part of your campaign? Buying that Willie? Yeah, it is. He's campaigning.
I'm like you guys. I'm with you. No,
I see through the propaganda.
I've been wanting this.
You guys got to see through that propaganda, man. He's trying to win over the vintage guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to win over the vintage guys.
Yeah,
at the National, Dustin was like hunting them all down. Look at that guy, guys.
This is how you do it. You find the guys that actually vote.
Trying to get in the click, man.
I know he was trying to click.
But you got to find the people that actually make the video to vote. That's the thing.
No, I try.
Guys that video to vote.
I'm years into. I've been trolling that thing for years, so I thought it'd be fun to just throw a little bit of gamesmanship in because they're just going to vote in another 5 of their friends. So I just basically was like, "Hey, you got 10 votes, you got 9
left they haven't voted in."
It's all the new guys. It's all the new people. It's the new rotation of the 3.
There is no rotation of those.
They should vote me in.
Yeah, there is. What are you talking about?
They haven't been on long enough to be qualified.
Push for flipping Steve.
They have.
Who doesn't even put out a video? Yeah, that would be there.
I bet 2 out of the 5, maybe 3 out of the 5 will be 3-year-old channels that get voted in. I bet you $20.
Another $20. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work away.
These $20 intervals. Yeah, the $20. That's my max. I don't bet anything, but I feel pretty confident on that one too.
What's the what is that, Polymarket or whatever? What's the Polymarket on the
yeah, we need to get that up in Polymarket.
Yeah, we should. That'd be great, actually. Over unders.
Are you guys gonna watch the Anthony Joshua Jake Paul fight?
No.
Anything that has a Paul involved, I don't care.
You watch WWE.
Logan is actually good in WWE.
I paid the $50.
He's not in it enough for me to care.
I paid the $50 for like the Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he's been in it a ton lately. He's getting pretty.
Any of you guys pay the $50 for the Tyson fight? The last one? Was that the last one that he did?
No, I think I hacked. Like I illegally watched it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
hacked so at work we always buy those fights for the clients. They do like we throw a party for them.
Okay.
So I get to watch it because it's under my account at work. So I get to watch all that for free.
I feel like people are going to buy that just to see Jake Paul get knocked out.
Matters how much you paid the guy.
But it all depends on if it's real or rigged or what. Like, I don't know. I don't trust it. But I
don't trust it. Yeah, I don't trust boxing. Period.
I don't know.
In a real world, I don't even think. In a real world, I don't think they would even legally sanction that fight in most states.
I agree.
They consider that to be hazardous.
The Mike Tyson fight was really odd because I watched the whole thing and
was it considered an exhibition?
Probably, but there was just instances, and now granted, these were like slowed down replays on the internet or whatever, but there was instances where basically like Mike Tyson pulled back, where you could see where he like had a really open shot and then just didn't take it. Now maybe he just didn't take it because he didn't feel comfortable, he felt vulnerable or something.
Yeah, he didn't want to kill the white boy.
Or he didn't take it because he was paid not to take it or whatever, like he was that was not part of the contract. I
would go with paid.
I can't remember if that fight was an actual sanctioned fight or if it was exhibition.
No, I think it was exhibition.
Because sanctioned fights count on your record. I'm just saying sanctioned fights, they'll count on your record, on your professional record, which means if Anthony Joshua and Logan Paul sign a real sanctioned fight that's going to count on their records, Anthony Joshua was still in the
Oh, you know what? The one I paid for that must have been, who was the MMA fighter that was also like a badass that lost to him too, and it was
Anderson Silva. But he
no. There was another one. There was the twins,
the Woodley. There was Tyrone Woodley or something like that.
No. It's like these twins from California that are
Ben Askren.
No, who are those? The MMA fighters. They're really good. I mean, they're like
Nate Diaz.
The Diaz brothers. Yeah, it was
Nate
the Diaz. I think that's the one. I paid $50 for one of them. I think it was the Diaz. It was the Diaz fight.
But none of those guys are boxers. And if they're and they may be trained in somewhat boxing because they're mixed martial artists. But Anthony Joshua's not just a boxer; he's a world-class boxer. He's an Olympic gold medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion. Yeah. He's still a top 4 like heavyweight right now. Like right now, he's like 32 or 34. He's in his prime.
Well, the heavyweight division's horrible.
He just knocked out Francis Ngannou. He folded him over. Francis Ngannou was a big MMA fighter who fought Tyson Fury. Was formidable a little bit. He might even knock Tyson Fury down. And he got in with and he was known for having a really good chin, not never being knocked out. And Anthony Joshua folded him over. I mean, folded him over. Like he was out for like 5 minutes in the ring. Like if this is a real fight, like Jake Paul's like going to get hurt.
Yep.
That's what people want to see.
Is it Saturday night?
Yep.
Steve's talking me into buying this.
No, I wouldn't say go buy it because you might set yourself up to be disappointed. But it's look at the
disappointment.
Look at the not the weigh-in, but the press conference. Look at them standing next to each other in the press conference.
Not that every time I watch Jake Paul fight somebody, I'm like, they could have just hit him 3 times.
This guy's
like, it doesn't make sense.
This guy's not like 45 years old plus. He's not over the hill. He's not an MMA fighter or a wrestler. He's not a basketball player.
He's an actual, a real boxer.
But not just a real boxer. You know, you could talk about real boxers, be like top 50. He's a top like 4 or 5.
He's a heavyweight contender.
Heavyweight contender.
Correct.
He's
a
like a two-time champion recently.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out if he's for real or not. This guy, this Paul guy, this Jake Paul guy. We'll find out. Basically, the chat is in agreement that if Joshua doesn't slaughter Paul, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
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 Well, all right, boys. We are 96 minutes into the stream. It is 10:40 Eastern, and I wake up at like 5 every morning. Any last words before we bounce off? We've got 2 more shows before the end of the year, so we don't even need to do a whole lot of end of year talk.
I better save these last words. I won't have nothing to say next time.
Yeah, make sure if you have something profound to say, save it. Ham, don't say anything profound. Save that.
Oh, I say that all the time.
Neo, did the Cavs win?
No, they lost.
No.
What's their record?
Maybe I'll have an Al Pacino out.
Like 13-10-ish.
Doesn't matter. Nobody's going to beat the Thunder this year.
What are the Celtics going without Tatum? Are the Celtics winning at all?
Thunder.
They're actually they're better than expected this year without Tatum.
Rage would know.
Giannis is on the trade block too, but he got hurt tonight. Did not look good.
No. Didn't who was it that was just talking about buying Giannis cards, rookie cards?
I don't know, but his injury today did not look good.
Oh, it was Cajun cardboard.
Like a lower.
He was like, I'm buying all these silver.
It was a calf injury, but it's one of those ones that it looked like an Achilles, but they're saying it's a calf.
Lower leg things. Yeah. That's
he
not
just collapsed running down the court like non-contact style.
He's getting up there in age. What is he, 31, 32? He's getting up there.
I think he's like 30.
Is
he?
31. Yeah. 2014 rookie?
13
rookie.
Oh.
Yeah.
13. Their cheeks. I figured, like my fantasy football team, straight cheeks. I want to shout out injuries made me realize this. I want to shout out one of my best friends and coworkers at work. This is not a good shout out, actually. His son played in the state championship football game this weekend, and he plays D end, and he's really good. He's one of the best players in the state, and he tore his ACL and MCL on his knee. Damn, senior in high school. So, you are. Get well, man. So,
get well.
All right, guys. Well, we'll wrap on that bad news, unfortunately, but we'll be back in 2 weeks on Wednesday. I think it's December 17th as we look to round out the year. So hopefully everyone has a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.